Hey guys, iExplode360 here, and in today's video I'm going to give you guys 7 tips in order for you to ace your interview. Now these 7 tips are very useful for people that are trying to get their first industry job after college. These tips are really good to impress your employer during the interview. Now before we get started, if you guys are new here, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, make sure you guys share this video with friends that need to improve their interview skills. Let's get into the video. Now the first tip I'm giving you guys today is to make sure you research the company. Now what I mean by research the company is make sure you guys understand their background, their culture, and their recent achievements. Make sure you guys understand what the company is about, and you want to show the employer that you're actually very interested in their company. The way you can do this is just type in the name of their company and their website will pop up, right? You go and explore the website, go to their About Me page, go to their recent works page, right? I'm sure that they have a bunch of other pages that they sell products on. Make sure you guys understand what the company is about, what type of work they do, and impress your employer by actually knowing what their company does. Usually in the interview, the employer asks you, do you know what our company does? In that moment, that's your time to shine. Make sure you guys let them know all that you know about their company, right? And don't tell them that you researched this beforehand. Make sure you tell them that you're interested in their company and that you actually want to work for them. You can also go on the company's social media page. They will have a social media page that they post their recent works on. Make sure you guys go and inspect that, know what new projects they've been working on, and explain that, hey, I want to potentially work on this new project that you guys are working on, and explain them the relevant skills that you have that can benefit that project. Now the second tip I'm giving you guys today is to understand the job role within the company. Really understand the internship description and the required skills needed for the employer. Make sure you guys highlight those in your resume before you submit it to the employer. Make sure you guys actually highlight it in your interview as well. Explain that, hey, you know how to benefit the company in this way, and this is why the company should actually invest in you. So with your previous experiences on your resume, make sure you guys find a way to connect that to your job role that you're applying to at the company. Make sure you guys show the employer why your old job experience is relevant now to this new job role that you're applying to. This shows that you actually have a comprehension and understand what it takes to do the job, and the employer will actually see you as a really good potential candidate in order to get the job done. Now the third tip I'm giving you guys today is make sure you guys prepare for common interview questions. So some common interview questions are, why do you want to work here? Or tell me about yourself. Tell me some of your weaknesses. Tell me some of your strengths. Make sure you guys research how to actually answer these questions. And the way you want to do it is you can't actually memorize a full-on answer, but memorize some bullet points as far as how to answer these questions. There's a bunch of resources online that'll actually help you how to answer these questions effectively and show how to actually portray yourself as a potential candidate to the employer. Now you can structure your responses using the STAR method, which is situation, task, action, and result. Make sure you guys structure your way in these responses so you can actually showcase your work and how you worked between different issues within your old previous experiences. A lot of people, they don't get past the interview phase because of these interview questions. These are really hard, and you want to make sure you get them down to the 10th so you can actually make sure you get past those. And a lot of these questions, they're based around behavioral questions to actually understand how you think as an individual and whether you're a really good potential candidate for the employer. The fourth tip I'm giving you guys today is to make sure you practice. Make sure you guys actually practice these interview questions, right? Don't just actually read them off and just memorize them. Make sure you guys actually practice these interview questions. So make sure you guys have mock interviews with friends or family, or use online tools to build that confidence within yourself. It looks really easy to have these points listed out on paper, but when you actually have a person in front of you asking these questions, it's really nerve-wracking, and you start losing that confidence within yourself. So let me ask you, why do you want to work for my company? You actually want to be able to answer that question that I've just asked, and without actually stumbling and messing up your response. Make sure you guys sound confident in yourself. Make sure you guys showcase your skills and showcase why you want to work for the company, for the employer. Make sure you guys have this set answer and you feel confident in yourself. So having these mock interviews with friends and family will actually help them give you feedback on where you need to improve, and it'll help you build that confidence so you don't stutter during the interview. The employer will most definitely see this confidence in your eyes, in your body language, and they'll understand that, hey, this guy knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about, he's a really good potential candidate. Now the fifth tip I'm giving you guys today is to make sure you guys dress appropriately for the interview. Now I don't want to hire some guy that comes in a t-shirt, some shorts, and a pair of flip-flops. Like, that's not going to show that you put the effort in to actually come and and prepare for the interview. Coming in like that just displays ignorance and lack of respect for the employer. So take the time to actually dress appropriately for the company's culture. And that depends on, your own research. When you research the company, what do you see everyone else wearing? Do you see them wearing, a normal shirt and jeans? Or do you actually see everyone wearing a whole button-down suit? Right? You can go business formal, business casual. There's many different ways for you to actually dress for a company. Make sure that you understand what type of setting they're working in, how you're comfortable within working their company. This also shows that, whether you fit or not within their, culture, within their work culture, and whether you'll be a good fit for other employees to work with. So let's say you want to work for a law firm. You don't want to go walk in with, sandals, some shorts, and a shirt, because that's just not going to cut it. A lot of people that work at a law firm, they usually wear a suit, dress pants, nice polished shoes, and that's the way you want to go for your interview as well. You want to show that, hey, by me dressing appropriately, I can work at this company, I can work around the workplace culture, and I can look and work like everyone else. This shows maturity on your part and that you can respect everyone else's preferences within the company. And a lot of these companies, they have their policies that they cannot work around, so that's the reason why they dress like that. So make sure you actually understand, hey, I'm flexible, I'm adaptable to work at your company. And you want to show that by dressing appropriately for the interview. And you always want to make a good first impression, right? The first impression is always going to be the best one, because that's how they get you to the next interview rounds. Now, within my field of computer science, there's multiple rounds as far as how interviews go. So if I don't showcase that I know how to dress appropriately in my first interview, I am not going to be called back for the second round of interview. So make sure you guys understand how to dress appropriately. Now, for those of you that, hey, we may not have enough money to afford these, gifts, a lot of universities, they will have these, open closets for students to come and grab, business casual outfits. And they have various different options for you to choose from. You can also go to a thrift store and find some really good options there. So make sure you guys take advantage of all the tools you have around you. You don't necessarily always need to buy a brand new outfit, because there's a lot of used ones that look very perfectly fine. Now, the sixth point I'm giving you guys today is make sure you guys prepare questions for the interviewer. Make sure you guys have nice, thoughtful questions for the interviewer, which shows that you're actually interested in learning more about the company and their culture. Make sure you guys ask about growth opportunities and day-to-day responsibilities. How does the job role work? And you want to showcase that, hey, you know what to do for the job role, but what does actually the company need for the job role, right? Because there is a general job role. So for example, let's say you want to be an accountant at a bank. You know what a general accountant does, right? They need to know how to count money, they need to know how to process transactions and all that. But it varies from business to business. So you actually want to understand what differs the employer from other businesses, what differs them, and what skills that you need to adapt to in order to be successful at their company. Having thoughtful questions for the interview shows that you're curious about learning about the company, and it shows that you want to be there, you want to learn more about the company, you want to be there, and it really shows this deep interest for the employer. Now, the seventh and final point I'm giving you guys today is make sure you guys follow up with the interviewer after the interview. It is very significant to send you a thank you email, possibly within 24 hours of the interview. This shows that you're actually very thankful for the experience that the employer actually gave to you, and that they had taken a chance with you by giving you the interview. It shows that you were very interested in the company and you were looking forward to working with them. And so this does display a really good amount of interest within the employer, and it shows that you really do want to work for the employer, and it shows that you have the drive and the motivation to do what it takes to get you there. Following up after the interview, make sure that you care about the company and that the employer will see that you care about the company, and it'll display that you have again deep interest for the employer. In your follow-up email, you want to make sure that you talk about different key aspects of the interview, what you appreciated, what you took from it, what you learned from it, and it shows that again you are learning from every step of the way within the interview. You're learning on every different experience that you have, and that's what employers want to see, right? They want to make sure that, hey, this guy knows what to improve on, he can improve, he knows what to do and how to handle this experience. This employer, they will see this and they'll be very impressed by your understanding. So guys, that's it for the 7 tips in this video. I hope you guys liked it. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you guys have any other video ideas, make sure you guys throw them in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to take a look at them, and I'll be sure to answer those questions. And that's it for today's video, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.